taking the. Oh, we're taking the attack buff again, right, Bubba?
We're taking red buff, going directly to blue buff, then going directly to their blue buff.
We're making a huge L on the map.
Yeah, well, fucking Gideon's just giving us away. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Well, he's constipated, remember? Doesn't he look kind of dumb? Just like through the wall. Just like.
He's just like, I don't understand what he's doing.
Drawing circles.
He's attracting a lot of attention.
Well, there's no one here, so.
So this is this is exactly where the glitch started. As you can see here, this is Sevarog, and he's in the invisible pool. And basically what happened was he was fiddling around with something in TeamSpeak, and his game crashed while he was in the invisible pool. Once his game froze, he had to Control-Alt-Delete and close the game entirely and relaunch the game. Once he came back, he was invisible for the entire game. So this is where it started. This is where I guess you would start to find whatever caused the bug. Was in this invisible pool right next to red buff, right lane, and I'll continue on with the video here.
Oh, at least I hope. Get mega ganked.
Which one? I don't understand.
Where's our tank?
The monster froze when I tried to switch out speakers. This is trippy, because the minions can't either.
Now, when he said the minions can't either, that's where we realized, and you can see right here, he's still invisible, as if he's in an invisible pool. He was saying that the minions couldn't see him either, so we're trying to figure out exactly why he can't be seen. But I'll go ahead and let the video continue here as well.
I was left doing.
Middle, middle, middle. All three of us now.
I'm going.
I'm gonna have to back off left lane soon.
Alright. Wait for Murdoch. Wait. Don't be seen. Don't be seen. Alright, go.
Oh, too late. Oh shit, never mind. Dick! Nice grab.
Thanks.
You wanna try pushing this?
Now, I included this part of the video just so you could see clearly that he is still invisible right here, and he remains this way. One thing we did notice is whenever he went into invisible pools, he would become visible again. So it was kind of reversed, kind of backwards there. So anyway, I'll go ahead and continue on with the end of the video, which is where I explain basically what I thought happened.
I'm backing up. I gotta jump out of left lane. They're gonna push up my lane really, really quick with me gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna rotate left.
Alright, Sevarog, go left, get the Harvester. I'm going right, get the Harvester, and then we're going to red buff.
Woo!
Alright, I'm porting out.
Great.
There we go.
What?
Oh, no.
Okay, so what it came down to is this. Basically, from what I think, from what I can gather, if you disconnect while you're in an invisible pool, then when you reconnect, you will already be invisible. Like, you'll be invisible the entire time. From what that would make sense, because you were in
Can
the
you imagine
invisible
how
pool.
OP that would be as a ranged character on top of that? That's awful.
Anyways, I'm gonna DC, guys. It was a good game. Good job.
Alright, man, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Disconnected.
Alright, so for any viewers that are here, and for Epic, because I'm going to be uploading this to Epic, basically what happened, and I'm sure you're unaware of this right now, is we had a Sevarog who was in one of the invisible pools, and from what I could tell, he disconnected while he was in that invisible pool, and when he reconnected, he was invisible for the entire map, or sorry, for the entire match. And so we're going to report the bug, and I just wanted to do basically a opinion on what would have caused that bug. Now, obviously, you know, I can't be for sure, but based on the way it happened, I would say that any time, and I'll test this later, but any time that you are in an invisible pod and you disconnect, when you reconnect, you will be in that invisible state for the remainder of the match. So basically nobody could see him for the entire match, and we tested it, and towers could still see him and all that stuff. And when he went under towers, they could see him because it's basically acting as if he's in an invisible pool. So I'll take this VOD and I'll narrow it down, and I'll send this to you guys. And hopefully you guys can get on work fixing that. So this is Mr. Popo from Raleigh, North Carolina. Loving the game. Now, what I did figure out after I went and tested so far, I'm going to test further in a few minutes, but what we did for sure figure out is that it doesn't work if you go into the invisible pool and you just Control-Delete or you press escape and exit game. None of that works. So that's not the issue. Now what I'm going to try next here is I'm going to try and unplug my internet cable and then plug it right back in and see if that does anything. But what we know for sure happened is every now and then the game actually just freezes. And it doesn't actually crash. It just freezes. And once it freezes, that's when he Control-Deleted, opened the game back up and came in, and that's when he was invisible. So this certainly isn't going to be a cut and dry, this happens every time, but it did happen once. And if this were to happen in, say, a competitive nature during a tournament or something like that, it could cause massive problems. So I'm going to keep on digging a little bit further, and we will see what I find here in a few minutes. Alright, so the purpose for this video is strictly going to be for Epic Studio and their purposes. This will not be released to anyone other than Epic, and I'm actually off stream right now specifically so that nobody can see how I do this. Basically, it took me about 5 minutes to figure out once I noticed the glitch. The original glitch, as I explained earlier on in the video on Twitch, happened during a game where one of our guys was Sevarog in an invisible pod, and his game crashed, and he had to Control-Delete it, and when he came back he noticed he was invisible. So since then I've been working on figuring out exactly how that happened, and letting Epic Studios know how to do it, and hopefully you guys can work on a way on how to fix it. But I have figured out exactly how to do it. I also just applied for the competitive gamer QA position. So I'm hoping, I applied for that yesterday, I'm hoping that you guys maybe take this into consideration at what I can offer you guys as a company for this position. I am very good at this, I'm very good at doing what I do, and I'm amazing at competitive games. I've been playing them for a little over a decade now. So anyways, so this is how you're going to go about doing it. You come into the pod, okay? By the way, this is a player versus bot game, so I don't want to affect anyone's gameplay, so I came into a bot game. It does not work in a only bot game due to the fact that you can't actually disconnect your internet. But this is the way you go about doing it, okay? You're going to come into the pod, alright? You're going to disconnect your internet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright, my internet is now disconnected. As you can see, no one's moving on the minimap. Alright. At this point, you're going to Control-Delete. The screen might go black for a second while I do this, and my audio might cut out, so hold on one second. So as you can see right here, I'm back, and I am fully invisible still. I thought for a second you guys had might have already fixed it, but I've never seen anything like this on the forums, and I haven't seen it addressed by any players so far, because it would be hard to find if you don't know what you're looking for. But what happened to me just now is, when I tried it the first time, I came back, I was here at core, but it didn't show me as invisible. So what I would do is I would run forward and say, wow, that's weird, it didn't work this time. So I would run forward, back over towards, and don't worry, like I said, this is a bot game, I'm not leaving my teammates, this does not affect elo at all. So I would run forward and I'd go back into the pool, right? And I'd try it again, over and over and over, and I'd end up back at the core, not invisible. And so that's why it took me till 24 minutes to realize what was happening. Is it showed me not invisible, but then I went into a pool, got frustrated, and went out of the pool, and it just turned me invisible again. So I actually have been invisible this whole time. So that's actually another little glitch I just found as far as this invisibility thing goes, is if you do try it and you show up back at the core and you're not invisible, all you have to do is walk into one invisible pool, walk out, and you'll be invisible for the rest of the game. So I'll go ahead and upload this as my first attempt at trying it and finding out that not always does it show you invisible, but I just did find out, like I said, that you just walk into a pool, walk out, and you go straight to invisible for the whole game. So I'll end this video for here, and I'll go into a new game in a moment, and I will try it there. And hopefully I'll be able to do it relatively early and show you guys that it is a very, very fast process. You can do it very quickly, get out of the lane, fully invisible, and make up all the experience that you lost for maybe level 2 or level 3. So I hope that this is of help, and I hope that I explained it all properly. And I will see you in a couple minutes after this game ends. Hey there, once again, Epic. This is Mr. Popo TFS, Sean Hamilton here. Just coming to show you basically exactly how to do this glitch. I have become very proficient at it at a very short time. It did not take me long at all to figure out how to do this, so let's go ahead and just, not that we're going to need it, but just get a couple items here. Now I'm going to show you just how fast you can do this glitch and then wreck the entire team because nobody can see you. It is a game-breaking bug, and most likely, actually, what I'm going to do just to make sure this gets taken care of ASAP is I will call Epic tomorrow in Cary and see if they will allow me to come by tomorrow afternoon and show you guys how to do it first person and give you some ideas on how I think it can be fixed. But anyways, so it's 40 seconds right now, so what I'm going to go ahead and do here is unplug my internet, go to my control panel, bring up my task manager, and close the process. I'm going to come right back in the game, and it is immediately I'm going to be invisible, and I would be invisible for the entire game. So let's go ahead and do that. The screen's going to go black for a second. I will restart the video. Again, this is off stream, so nobody can see what I'm doing. It's going to be a private video for you guys, and it's in a bot game with other people, as I can't do it in the only bot game because it won't let me disconnect from the internet. So it does not affect elo. This is not an elo related game. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. So I will see you in a couple seconds. Alright, so we are now rejoining the match that I just left, and it only took me maybe 30 seconds to do what I just did to become invisible for the entire match. And we will come in, most likely, it will look like I'm visible. Nope, actually it looks like I'm invisible. Now, occasionally, what will happen, obviously you see this worked, I'm now invisible to all enemy teams, as well as my team as well, but it just looks like I'm in an invisible pod for them. But occasionally when you do this glitch, it'll look, as you can see, like I'm visible to myself. But then all you have to do is walk into one invisible pod, bloop, and then walk out, bloop, and then bloop. Completely invisible. So this will remain this way for the entire match. Doesn't matter if I die, which I won't. It doesn't matter if I die, it doesn't matter anything that happens. If I back or anything, nothing will kill me. Or nothing will take off the invisibility. You see the bot didn't see me at all. I mean, it's potentially game breaking here. Now, like I said, I'm going to basically compile a video together, and once I compile the video using when I found it on my Twitch stream, luckily I did not have a lot of viewers at the time, so nobody was able to see this glitch. But as of right now, I am not streaming. I am just recording using my Shadow Play on my video card, and I'm doing that so that it keeps from people learning about this glitch here. But like I said, I'm going to call in you guys tomorrow at the Cary location because I live here in Raleigh, and I'll see if you guys will be able to meet with me so that I can show you exactly how I do this first person on one of your computers and give you some ideas how to fix this, because I have some very, very simple ideas on how to fix this problem. At least temporary fixes until you're able to find the source of the issue. Now, as of now, I've only tried this on Sevarog, but later tonight I will actually hop on and try this on, say, Murdoch, and see if the same thing happens, because it's one thing to have this being a melee character, which is still incredibly broken and will destroy the game until it's fixed, if this becomes known. It's a completely other thing to have, say, a Murdoch be able to shoot you from any distance, pretty much, and completely control the game. So, for now, this is it. I've shown you just how fast I was able to get out, get back in, and be completely invisible. And I will update you in the next video as far as if any other characters can use this. So, once again, this is Mr. Popo TFS, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow at the Cary location. Bye-bye now. Okay, Epic, I did state that I was going to try another character to see if it works for characters other than Sevarog, and that's what I'm doing right now. I just restarted my game to check and see if this works for any other characters. So we're going to find that out right now. I'm hoping it's only Sevarog.
An allied tower is under attack.
It doesn't look like I'm invisible right now, so like I said earlier in the video, sometimes I have to walk into an invisible pool first and then walk back out. So let's go try that real quick.
Is under attack. An enemy has been slain.
No, it does look like it only does it for Sevarog. Now, I have not done a full analysis as far as any other characters. So, you know, it might be something with Sevarog's new model. I'm not sure if something got messed up there, but and also it's possible that it could be larger characters as well. I probably won't put it in the video. Like I said, I hope to talk to you guys soon about this, and I do intend to call tomorrow to see if you guys are available for me to swim by Cary and show this to you in person. But I won't put it on the video, but I will be trying out, say, Steel, maybe Rampage, and see if it works for them. It also might be only for melee characters. So I'll figure all this out within the next few hours here, and hopefully we'll work on getting a fix put into the game. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope to talk to you guys soon.